In the hush of midnight, while the wind traced old patterns against frosted city windows, the library slumbered beneath its heavy stone mantle. It was a world of velvet shadow and hidden corners, lit in places by sleepy pools of lampglow. Here, among towers of old books and the soft tick of a wall clock, Emil lingered, thin and gentle as a dried autumn leaf. He was the night caretaker, more companion to the shelves than their keeper, finding comfort in dust motes swirling like fireflies and the sturdy, silent company of stories. Every hour he wandered and checked the locks, straightened the magazine rack, listened to the building creak as it settled deeper into the night. But tonight, a curious glow curled beneath the door of the rarely used reading room, a glimmer where none should be. Emil hesitated at the threshold, heart warmed not by fear, but by the sweet ache of curiosity. A small adventure, he thought. Should I answer the call? Emil pushed open the door. The world inside changed. The reading room floated apart from time, bathed in the soft radiance of a single old lamp on a solitary desk. Shadows pooled in the corners while the lamp's glow cast gentle halos on dust's whirled air. Books were stacked in careful piles, their covers glinting, and an opaline teacup steamed faintly atop the desk, though no one sat there. Everywhere, things were familiar, yet made quietly strange by the midnight hour and the lamp's insistent halo. Emil stepped closer, his shoes muffled by plush carpet, drawn by a hush so deep it bloomed in his chest. He noticed a thin slip of paper, creamy and old, resting at the center of the desk beneath the light. The air tasted like anticipation, like the scent before rain. Emil's trembling hand picked up the slip of paper, its edges soft with age. Words, handwritten in looping ink, read, "If you seek the story's heart, follow the light that drifts." A puzzle, perhaps. Emil surveyed the room. Shelves lined the walls, window panes glossed with city glow, and, just then, the faintest thread of lamplight shimmered across the parquet flooring, pointing, as if by invitation, toward a shadowed alcove at the edge of the room. Heart beating with slow delight, Emil followed. He passed between musty tomes and velvet chairs, each footstep padded and purposeful. In the alcove, an antique globe spun soundlessly on its axis, casting a faint, shifting reflection on the wall, where a golden key hung from a small nail, glittering in the newfound lampglow. The world felt quietly charged with possibility, as if the very air hummed with expectation. Curiosity guiding him, Emil unhooked the key and turned to search the room. He soon found himself at a hidden door, one he would pass dozens of times, camouflaged as part of a bookshelf. His fingers, gentle as a lullaby, pressed the key into the lock. It yielded with a click that seemed almost a sigh. Beyond lay a spiral staircase, swallowing the light and winding down into the underbelly of the library. Emil took his first hesitant steps, each one accompanied by the soft hush of his breath. With every twist, the shadows thickened, but a silver beam, a mirrored gleam from an unknown source, beckoned him onward. It was a gentle descent into the unknown, every shelf and stone step whispering the secrets of the building's oldest memories. At the bottom of the steps, Emil entered a forgotten chamber, its walls lined with spiral-bound journals, all aglow with ethereal blue light. There was no fear, only soft awe. From the ceiling, prisms hung like gentle stalactites, scattering pinpricks of color onto the stones below, fragments of late-night tales. Here, another lamp glowed, steady and inviting, atop a small table in the center. On the table rested a puzzle box, its surface etched with shapes that flickered gently when Emil looked at them. A star, a moon, a feather, a clock. The soft ticking from above echoed down through the floorboards, reminding him of time's steady stream. Yet within this chamber, moments seemed endless, suspended in a kind tranquility. Emil approached the puzzle box and rested his hands upon it. The etched symbols pulsed softly beneath his fingers, each touch summoned a different memory from the libraries. Gentle past, the smile of a child who learned to read here, the hush of snow against stained glass, the echo of his own laughter speaking to a friendly stray cat at dawn. As he traced the star, the box shifted and a tiny compartment opened, revealing a small silver bookmark. Wrapped around it was a note, scrawled in the same looping hand. For every story held in this place, another is waiting to be discovered. Warmth unfurled in Emil's chest, as though he had been gently embraced by the countless souls who had made this building their sanctuary. Suddenly, the shimmering light in the chamber seemed to breathe, growing brighter and softer at the same time. The journals along the walls fluttered open as if stirred by the gentlest breeze, their pages rustling with unspoken words, tales half-remembered, moments waiting to be told. The prisms cast their rainbows in slow, swirling patterns overhead. Emil stood in the center, silver bookmark in hand, overcome by a sense of profound connection to the library, to the voices that echoed softly through the ages, and to himself. With a peaceful sigh, he placed the bookmark into his breast pocket, a keepsake, and the lamps light wrapped around him, warm as a favorite blanket. With heart now light and mind soothed, Emil traced his steps back up the spiral staircase. The hidden door eased shut behind him, blending seamlessly into its shelf disguise. Returning to the reading room, he found the lamp's glow was softer now, restful, as though it too was ready to sleep. The teacup rested cold and still. The slip of paper on the desk, now blank, seemed to have done its work. Emil slipped the silver bookmark into his own well-loved book of gentle mysteries, sensing the echo of his adventure spiraling outward through the walls, infusing the quiet building with a new, secret joy. Outside, the library's stone facade caught the promise of morning, its windows shining gold where the city's first rays touched them. Emil, coat buttoned, stepped onto the quiet street. He looked back at the old building, feeling the smallest, sweetest shiver. Was it magic, or simply the kindness of memories? Either way, the world seemed gentler, and the familiar city, wrapped in mist and lamplight, shimmered with something precious and rare. He turned homeward, the silver bookmark nestled close to his heart, the comfort of midnight mystery still humming in his veins, ready to guide him and anyone who cared to notice peacefully into sleep.